So I spent a lot of time at libraries when I was growing up. I spent my summers in Pierre where my dad lived, and I would go to the state library almost every day. I didn't have a ton of friends there because I didn't go to school there, so the state library was the place where I knew I could hang out. I wasn't expected to buy anything. You could just spend your day there. It was air conditioned. There was nice ladies that worked there and always made you feel welcome, and so that was a really important place for me at that time in my life. Obviously, when I grew up here in Vermilion, I spent a lot of time at this library. I especially remember hanging out here a lot as a middle schooler. I was probably one of the kids that now I would be annoyed by, but they would just come here after school and hang out and make too much noise. And at that time, we didn't have a room. We just sort of like had a, I don't know, it wasn't even a corner. It was just kind of a long space that was the young adult area. So it was the young adult books, and then there was a couch and a computer. And so we would hang out there, and we'd run outside and hang out. There's a picnic table in the back, hang out at the picnic table, come back in, and generally be irritating. But again, it was a nice thing for kids to be able to have a place to go that was safe, climate controlled, and you weren't expected to buy anything, and you could spend time. And I think that that's what's so great about libraries, is that they provide that space where people can be, and there's not an expectation on them. You can read, you can work, you can sit and do nothing. And we don't have a lot of places like that in the world anymore. We don't really have a lot of commons anymore. There's a kind of a price of admission, most places, most public places that you want to be. And so for a place that community members can be and be together, that is just public and open, is rare and really precious. After I had my daughter, my relationship with the library changed kind of again, in that when you have a small child, again, there's not a lot of places that you can just take them and be for hours at a time, other than your own house, which can be pretty isolating. And so the children's programs are really, really incredible because you get to be around other kids, be around other parents. And I met a lot of people that, even though I'm from Vermilion and have lived here many, many years, a lot of people that I didn't know. As I was moving into this new stage in my life, it allowed me to access kind of a new group of people that were also going through that same thing. And so I think that's an example of the library bringing people together that are in different places in their lives and have different needs. I think a lot of the retired folks kind of find the same thing, that the library programs, whether it's through Ollie or something else, give them a chance to kind of form a new social group or kind of a new part of their life now that they don't have a workplace to go to. So I think that that's another reason why the library is so important, because it can just be there, you know, when you need it, and you're going to need it for different things. I think, you know, what the city does for its citizens is to, you know, try and meet our needs, and our needs are varied. Our needs are light and power, and we need somebody to clean up the streets, you know, after it snows, and plan where development's going to go so it isn't just all crazy. And I think although the library is unique in the way that it delivers services, I think it fits in there really well with the other services that the city provides, because it's saying that access to information and a place to gather are as important as clean water and clean streets. So I think that our city has a strong commitment to the library, and you can definitely see that, but we also see it as just one of the many services that our community offers, which makes Vermilion so great. I'm Kelsey Collier-Wise, and I love Vermilion.